Starting at center, number 1, Victor Wembanyama.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. And tonight, it'll be the San Antonio Spurs going up against the Milwaukee Bucks. I'm Kevin Harlan, excited to share the broadcast table tonight with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce on the sideline. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. You look at the Bucks. This season has been a struggle for them. They're down at the bottom of the conference.
Well, right now for Milwaukee, they have been one of the major surprises in the NBA this season. Unfortunately, for the wrong reasons.
And we keep waiting for them to turn it around. And waiting, and waiting. And at this point in time, I'm just going to say it's probably not going to happen.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Turner at center with Antetokounmpo next to him. Kevin Porter is out there with Rollins. And it's Green in at the 3 spot. And for San Antonio, Vassell pairs with Barnes to make up the forward pair. Fox and Castle are their guards. And it's Wembanyama in at the 5 down low. Greg, how about this matchup we have here tonight? Two teams that really like to shoot the 3.
It's going to be a shootout, Kevin. Something we see more and more of in today's NBA. I think whichever team makes more threes wins this one.
Barnes passes to Vassell. To the inside. Shot clock at 5. Here's Wembanyama. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot. You know what? Nice job there on the attack at the rim, drawing the contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
For Milwaukee, Miles Turner at the line for 2.
The first one falls.
You just look at the trajectory of Turner's career. He was raw coming into the league, up and down for a number of years, but when he put it all together, he became the total package.
Both free throws good from Turner. And one thing, Richard, you note about this Spurs organization is their stability.
Yeah, the same governorship for 3 decades. The front office has been in place for almost as long. Now Mitch Johnson has taken over as coach, but it was a smooth transition, not a big shakeup.
Here is Porter after the basket by De'Aaron Fox. Porter passes to Green. Puts up a 3. Wembanyama with the rebound. To the middle. Here's Castle. Rebounded by the Bucks. Victory eluded them last time in San Antonio when they took on the Spurs.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
And a lot of that begins with effort. Putting in the work and closing out possession should make this a much more contested game. Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. And a wide open look for Porter. Sinks the three-pointer.
Nice pull-up J there by Porter, keeping the defense on their toes and striking fast.
The kick out to Fox. Back to Castle. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Vassell outside. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Ideal way to start the game. Come out of the gate and knock down all but one of your first 5 shots.
From deep, Giannis. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Pass to Castle. Outside, Fox. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And that one's good. Wembanyama.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Good work there as it goes. Antetokounmpo's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Yeah, Vassell looking comfortable and confident from the corner.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Fox. Fox against Porter. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And the basket by Castle.
A bigger guard, 6'6" Castle, can just overwhelm defenders. Impressive for his age.
Rollins against Castle. And the wide open shot from Green. Drains it from beyond the arc.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And then for Milwaukee, Kyle Kuzma's checked in for A.J. Green. And Trent subbed in for Rollins. There's 1:59 left here in the opening quarter. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. The Spurs last season acquiring De'Aaron Fox, he said what this team struggled with are the things that I bring. Self-creation, being able to touch the paint, getting into the teeth of the defense and collapsing it. And regardless of how well I'm playing in a game, I still command attention. My guys never just leave me. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you. Now, here's Kuzma. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
And proving once again that he has the touch from beyond. Kuzma effective at cashing in there.
Here's Sohan. Johnson outside. Outside Harper. Here's Champagnie, guarded by Kuzma. And that one's good, Champagnie.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an edge.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Good.
Beautiful touch close in. Kuzma excels at taking advantage down low.
Harper kicks to Cornette. Over Turner. And it's San Antonio with another. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
It's stolen. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Champagnie. Shoots over Turner. And it's San Antonio with another.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
And good that time. We've got 13 seconds left in the first quarter. Sohan with the screen. Down low. Here's Champagnie. Oh, and he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
Boy, that was close. Got it in just in the nick of time.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Spurs?
They've made a point to take what's given to them in the mid-range. The jumpers are falling for them so far.
And I also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
The forwards for him, Johnson and Sohan. Fox is out there with Harper. And it's Cornette in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the San Antonio 5.
Nimble move by Fox against contact, able to slip through and get it to go.
And when you talk about Dylan Harper, Greg, just how impressive is his skill set?
A tall guard with incredible handles and elite elusivity. He already has an impressive command of the pick and roll. Harper, I believe, is primed to be a special player in this league.
Once you get a taste of throwing it down in the NBA, let me tell you, it never gets old. And Sohan, he is flushing it and loving it.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Kuzma outside. From outside the arc, and the three ball is good. Kuzma's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Sohan finds Cornette, and that one drops for him. And the Spurs lead by 5.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Luke Cornette. The Bucks also changing it up. Giannis, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Green comes in for Gary Harris. And Rollins subbed in for Trent. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Wembanyama with it. Covered by Giannis. Easy work down low for Wembanyama.
At well over 7 feet tall. Inside is easy money for Victor.
Johnson against Green. Giannis outside. Oh, and Antetokounmpo hammers it in.
Oh, there is nothing more fun than putting a big guy on a poster. That is the definition of an aggressive play.
Here's Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. There's the lob at Antetokounmpo. And now Wembanyama pushing it up with no one back to stop him. Johnson, the pass to Wembanyama. Outside Harper. Pass to Johnson. Clock at 4. Now Sohan. Antetokounmpo defending. And Fox gets it to go. So here we are, Greg, for another clash between these two teams. The second in a row. We'll see many adjustments.
No question. They learned a lot about one another in that first game. And I expect they both fine-tune their approaches here tonight.
Spurs working the ball around now. Wembanyama, that's for 2. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Outside Portis, right wing. To the right side. To end the run. Good on the jump shot. Portis has got his first points in this one.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on him.
Harper against Anthony. Floats it up for Wembanyama. And stolen by Portis. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. Greg, over the last 9 seasons, the Bucks with the second most wins in the regular season.
I mean, a dominant run to be sure. Not to mention the franchise's second ever title back in 21. Those are things you can never take away.
And some changes here for the Spurs. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Jeremy Sohan. Vassell comes in for De'Aaron Fox. And Stephon Castle subbed in for Harper. Milwaukee also making some changes. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. And Porter subbed in for Anthony. And the first one at the line is good.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
And both free throws good for Giannis. And truly, RJ, some luck for the Spurs in recent drafts.
Yeah, they've jumped into the top 4 in 3 straight lotteries. And with 2 straight Rookie of the Years, they've done a good job with those picks.
Wembanyama down low. Turner covering. Wembanyama fighting for it.
and a monster game for Wemby. With the matchup issues he creates, I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
They're outside. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey, well, Victor Wembanyama drawing fans league-wide. Pacers coach Rick Carlisle proclaimed, "I've never seen a player like this. I'm in awe of his talent, his size, his aptitude for the game, his skill, his feel, you name it. And in due time, it's very possible that he will be the face of world basketball." Back to you, Kevin.
Yeah, he's taken over. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you.
Hard to stop Turner in close. As soon as he has prime positioning, he is going for the slam. The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Turner. Pass to Green. Fires the three. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Turner with the steal. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Count it.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Wembanyama left side. Barnes sets a screen for Wembanyama. Yeah, he nails the buzzer beater.
Oh, that's a shot in the arm going into half. That's how you want to finish.
And so it's San Antonio, up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
Thanks. I'm here with Doc Rivers and Coach. I know you cannot be happy with this team's play in the first half. What will you tell them they need to improve on?
The score and our effort, our offense. They're just playing harder, they're more physical, they're tougher. Honestly, we're very lucky right now.
Lots to improve on in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Allie, for that. And folks, we'll be back with you after this short halftime break. So don't go away.
Welcome to the halftime show. And if they're going to turn this around, it's going to be a long road back for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Oh, man, when you can't defend the three, it's painful to watch.
We talked about staying connected to shooters. This is what happens when you don't. And let's move on to the Eastern Conference standings. The true contenders are beginning to stand out.
When I look at Milwaukee, they're frustrated, and you can understand their frustration. They were expected to be good this year. Their fan base was fired up, but it just hasn't come together.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did Coach some new ideas for them?
Bucks trail by 12. Heading underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Turner at center with Antetokounmpo next to him. Porter is out there with Rollins. And it's Green in at the small forward.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
RJ, we have never seen a player like Victor Wembanyama. In your opinion, what's his potential?
Wemby has so much potential, it's scary. The number one thing that can stop him from being one of the greats of all times, in my opinion, is injury. After that, there is nothing that is stopping him from being one of the most dominant physical specimens we've ever seen.
Giannis says, get off me!
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Vassell finds Fox. Pass to Vassell. Spurs passing it around. 5 on the clock. Fader on the way. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
Going to Wembanyama, any chance you get just makes a whole lot of sense. Victor is really on fire tonight.
And that one's good by Giannis.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Well, Richard, it's definitely become a shooter's league. The ability to knock down threes now becoming pivotal.
Oh, I think it's fascinating to see the skills evolve and the game change. Even if, as someone who was a shooter later in his career, I feel a little bit left out.
And the game getting more spread out. Do you think RJ will ever see an NBA 4-point line?
I doubt it, but I guess you never know. I personally don't think it's a good idea. I think the game needs tweaks, not changes.
Known for his strong defense, Castle is someone any coach would love to have. He is a hard-working rookie.
From deep, Green. San Antonio with the rebound. Wembanyama has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Barnes against Porter. Barnes kicks to Fox. Over onto Tacumbo. Money from the wing. Fox has got 5 points in the quarter.
Something lit a fire under them at the half. They started this quarter going 3 for 3 from the floor.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Well, among the centers and power forwards of the NBA, these are the players with the softest touch around the bucket. Some terrific shooting percentages for the big men. 5th is Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And it's one thing to be able to create high-quality shots for yourself, but you still have to finish. And there's no doubt all those guys can do both.
And this is a dependable group of low-post scorers. They have incredible touch from close range.
Now, here's Green. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. And the Bucks miss again. Spurs leading by 17. Here's Wembanyama. And off the front, and in it goes. And that's 21 points for Victor Wembanyama. Outside, Porter. No good with the triple. San Antonio's gotten all but one of the 3-pointers to go down in this game. They've gone 7 of 8 so far. Green taking his time here. Turner finds Porter. On the wing, Green. That falls. Nice speed that time from Turner. Green's got 6 points.
Well, this is the thing about Miles Turner. He's made himself into a complete player who can make plays for others.
Pass to Castle. Takes the 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. After this game wraps up, they're off to Atlanta where they'll take on the Hawks. That'll be the 3rd game of this 3-game road trip. Turner with a screen on Barnes. Here's Giannis. Giannis with the dunk and throwing it down hard.
Every aspect of Giannis's game showing tonight. Just unreal.
Barnes right side. The kick out to Fox. A 3-ball. The rebound by Turner. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. They trail by 14. There's Green with the 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got rebound number 8 now on the night. 1:41 left to play in the 3rd. Turner with the steal. Left side, Porter. A crossover. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Wembanyama's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Now, here's Vassell. He's got 9. Count it.
The more Vassell scores inside, the more it frees up his mid-range game. That is essential to his success.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Victor Wembanyama really making a difference here.
We all know the message from their coach. Figure out a way to stop the hot hand.
Big brute substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Turner. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Antetokounmpo. Trent's checked in for Green, and Anthony subbed in for Rollins. 1:06 left to play here in the third. Now here's Porter. He's got 5 for 3. Portis, the rebound by Champagnie.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Here's Champagnie. He's got 7. Back to Cornet. It's rebounded by Portis. Bucks trail by 16. Anthony in the corner from the arc. A three-pointer is right on target. Anthony's got his second bucket of the night.
I guess that defense thought they could live with that, and he punished them for thinking so.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And that one's good. Champagnie. And the Spurs lead by 16.
The Rico, come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Johnson from outside. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And so it's San Antonio taking a 19-point lead into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We've got more in store for you right after this. And now we take a look back to Doc Rivers talking to his team from his huddle.
Hey, guys, we need to run right here. Come on now. You're right there. You're right there. All right, let's go.
And sensing the need to string together more baskets, Doc Rivers giving his team a little pep talk.
Yeah, he's going after the momentum. I mean, Doc sees an opportunity here for them to put their stamp on this game.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. The forwards for him, Johnson and Sohan. De'Aaron Fox out there with Harper. And it's Cornet in at the 5, patrolling the paint. That's the San Antonio 5. Now here's Anthony. Officiating is always a hot topic among fans, Greg. That's never going to go away. And some people think the game is called too closely now.
Be careful, Kevin. We don't need any fines over here. Fans are bound to get frustrated with certain calls, but overall, I think our officials do a great job, and the game is about as fair as it can be.
And so it's Milwaukee now, after the basket by San Antonio. And it's Giannis missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Fox against Trent. Fox passes to Sohan. 6 on the shot clock. On the wing, Johnson. Covered by Anthony. Johnson's shot is off. The Bucks shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. And the Bucks making a change here. Turner's checked in. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Here's Sohan. To the paint. Here's Wembanyama. And it's San Antonio with another. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Spurs.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And we also got to highlight how lackluster the opposition has been in terms of boxing out. This team is flat out bullying them on the offensive glass.
Fox feeling it out a bit. Bangs home the trifecta.
Once a question mark for Fox. Now you have to guard him closely from deep.
From 11 feet away, Anthony with the bucket. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Sohan. Pass to Champagny. Here's Wembanyama. Turner with the steal. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Well, we all love teams going all in to win. But, Richard, some teams run that risk, and it does not work out.
But that's the risk. These windows are so small. If you believe that you have a chance to go all in, or if you have a 2-year window, it's okay to leverage the future in hopes of getting it done now.
And we've got a moment here. Let's present our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. And here is Fox. After Miles Turner was able to get the triple, Wembanyama with the bucket.
After sinking one triple in the first quarter, he nails another one in the second quarter. He's got it going on.
Here's Porter. Count it, good.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
San Antonio leading by 22. Barnes screen on Porter. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
The Bucks have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Porter outside. Vassell grabs the board.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Wembanyama, a screen on Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo with the steal. Turner with a screen on Castle. Outside Turner. Outside Green. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. And it seems, Richard, sometimes the best player on a team isn't necessarily their leader. You've been on a lot of teams. A lot of great players. Do you agree?
Well, at the very least, you need your best player to be the tone setter. They don't have to be very vocal, but their work ethic and their accountability has to be the highest. That is not a guy you want to allow open looks for range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Barnes can't get it to go.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for San Antonio.
And as one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Victor Wembanyama.
And what effort he had on the boards, displaying some great fight, willing to battle down low.
And Wembanyama throws it down.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
Here's Antetokounmpo following the bucket by the Spurs. And no good.
Why? Just why? Come on, man. Save that one for practice.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Turner against Wembanyama. Clock at 6. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
If he has space in the mid-range, he'll let it fly. Doesn't matter if the score is tied or they are up big.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us on this presentation from 2K Sports. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.